My name is Julie Parham, and I am the principal for the Center for Global Studies. CGS is a unique high school. We are a small inter-district magnet school located inside Brian McMahon High School. So we have 280 students who come from 20 different districts across Fairfield County, all come to this building with 2,000 students from Norwalk, and we make our home here. And our students come because they want to learn more about the world. They want to escape their bubble of Fairfield County, and they want to be active, compassionate, and empathetic global citizens. The programs at CGS focus on learning language and history and culture. So our students come to learn Mandarin, Japanese, or Chinese. And we study with our other classes the history and culture associated with those languages.
The beauty of CGS is really being able to explore courses within the classroom and to engage in discussions, but then also to get out there and experience these cultures and these societies in person.
So we always say that for the 280 students we have at CGS, they come for 280 different reasons. But students come because we are a smaller school inside a bigger school, which is really unique. So we have a lot of personal communication with students and families. We keep track of everybody, but they're in a big school setting. So they have a lot of choices that you might not get at other small schools.
We truly value the whole student development. So it's not just about academics, it's also about personal development as well. And each teacher does their best job to meet each student where they are.
We have students who are passionate about language. They want to learn the mother tongues of their grandparents or their parents, or they might want to just learn something completely new about the world that they've never learned before. But we have students who are interested in taking risks and thinking outside the box, who want to do something different. So they apply to a magnet school because they're looking for something new and unusual, and that's us.
We teach student language, but we also teach their culture. So we believe we want to produce the students not only linguistically proficient, but also culturally competent as well. And also what makes our program is unique is we're constantly looking for ways to have our students to put their language into use, to have an authentic encounter with the people speaking Chinese, either from mainland China or Taiwan.
Center for Global Studies is a standard high school in that we offer all of the standard classes. We have English, math, science, history, but within those classes we have a global focus. In addition to that, our real attraction is our study tour experiences. So every student has the chance at least once in high school to go for 2 weeks to visit one of our 10 sister schools around the world in China, Japan, or the Middle East and have that immersion experience. On a day-to-day basis, leading up to the study tours, we take field trips every year. We believe very much in immersion learning, experiential learning.
In a non-COVID world, I would have gone to China and lived with a host family for a week and then spent the other week traveling around with the other students on the study tour. But I was able to, my junior year last year, go to California. We went to San Francisco, LA, Sacramento, San Jose, and it was a really amazing experience. We focused on the Asian immigrant experience to Angel Island and things like that. I'd never been to California. I probably wouldn't have had a experience like that. We ate authentic Chinese food for like 10 days straight. Don't even get me started. In California, we had the most amazing authentic Szechuan food. And so some dishes that consists of that I am a foodie. I'm willing to try anything and everything. I was taught growing up, if you don't eat what's in front of you, that's extremely disrespectful, and you don't want to disrespect your hosts. I tried chicken feet. I did. It was interesting. It's considered a bar delicacy in China, but that was something interesting I tried. But the dumplings were beyond this world. They had these cucumbers like marinated in all these spices, and it was like fresh and spicy at the same time. It was divine. So many like chicken dishes, beef dishes. Oh, it was really fantastic.
So junior year, one of the trips I went on was we went to Seattle, Washington. It was a very fun time. It was only 13 of us, of my classmates, so it wasn't like a big group. We went to the ocean. For the first part of the trip, we stayed at a hotel, and we went to go travel around the city of Seattle. And the last half of the trip, we went into the I think it was Mount Rainier, we went to the mountains and we stayed in like this little like cabin area.
The study tour that we had last year, we went because of last year. Because of COVID, we had to go domestically, but we went to Washington D.C. and New Mexico to study and observe and to learn about Arab people and cultures there in those different areas. It was really interesting. It was the first time I'd ever been that far from Connecticut, so it was it was the first time for everything. We talked to a bunch of religious leaders in mosques. We met Arabs just around. We talked to them. We had a lot of different Arabic food from different places. We traveled. We met a lot of people. We just had a lot of fun, and it was probably the highlight of my junior year. And I'm excited to go to Morocco this year to really get more immersed in Arabic culture.
The Global Citizen, as a CGS student and as a CGS teacher, we are really trying to ensure that as a community, we're very open-minded to a diversity of ideas and viewpoints. And in that we are recognizing that there is no single story, but there are a range of perspectives that then look at any given issue, and bringing that lens, we look at conditions or situations through the context that we are from. So as a IB program, particularly uniquely at CGS, we're really looking at any given history or any story, and we're recognizing that there are a number of different perspectives. You're really bringing this kind of a global perspectives through the lens of that discipline, all right? And so that there are many different people who are experts in their disciplines whose works we're using to teach our subjects. And IB is particularly great in that it allows the teacher to kind of pull all these pieces together, but you're still getting your core, reading skills, writing skills, analytical skills, things like that, but you're just bringing this broader perspective. But then the other thing that's pretty interesting is that as a young person, a student gets the chance to really think more internationally, right? They're not just thinking through a provincial lens or, just Fairfield, Connecticut lens.
I think the most important thing for high school is finding the right fit. And CGS is not the right fit for everyone, but it is the right fit for students who are looking for something different, who want to think outside the box, who are risk takers, who are curious. One of my favorite stories is, a student found herself in China in her host mom's kitchen, 3,000 miles away in the middle of the night, and her host mom was making something that just smelled delicious, and plops a bowl of soup down on the table in front of her. And the student, reaches in with her chopsticks, pulls out something, and she has no idea what it is. She doesn't know if it's, a vegetable she's never heard of. She doesn't know if it's a part of an animal she would never normally eat, but she's got like 2 seconds to make a decision. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to eat that thing? Or are you going to not eat it and possibly risk offending your host mom on the other side of the world? And I love that story because there's no right answer, right? You've got to make the decision, and we need kids who want to come and have the chance to make that decision and take that risk. And that's what CGS is all about.